So I want to start this video off by saying that I did put out a video about this game about a year ago, but it was just a re-release of an Instagram video. At the time I was moving, so I just re-uploaded. But I want to take you back to 2003, where one of the greatest park simulator games and probably the best Jurassic Park game we ever got was released. And that game is, of course, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Released in 2003, it came out on Xbox, PC and PS2. I'm playing the PS2 version at the moment. That's where all this capture footage has come from. And going back to this game, there's a lot more than I remember. One of my actual favourite parts of this game was doing the missions, which a lot of people don't remember. A lot of people just remember the park management side of this game, but there was actually a weird storyline where you had to go through a load of missions, and it had loads of really small objectives, kind of sort of taught you how to play the more trickier bits of the game, like when you had to hunt down escaped dinosaurs and things like that. And honestly, they're great, and they make a lot better for capture footage of the game, because otherwise you would just be sort of staring at a timer. Now, personally for me, this is a 2003 game, and I think the actual graphics for this game, especially on the Xbox and the PC versions of the game, look absolutely fantastic. All of the dinosaur models look I just think they look amazing. They have this really good sort of animation and characteristics to them, which you just hadn't really seen in other games before. Maybe so much in Zoo Tycoon when you had the dinosaur expansion, but this was the first one I really thought the animals in the park had a lot of character to them. And with the missions that you get to do as well, there's so much variety. There's ones where you go from taking photos and trying to get the highest score, a bit like Pokemon Snap, but you get to control the little car, to killing all the escaped dinosaurs like you can see at the moment. And this game can be brutally hard on the missions. You try it's very floaty controls on that helicopter, and you're trying to snipe a velociraptor that's a lot smaller than you think it is a little bit of a nightmare. But it's one of them nightmares that is skill based. I'm just not very skillful, and I honestly feel like this is just such a perfect recipe for a video game. Like myself, I'm in my 30s, and I feel like most people in their 30s love Jurassic Park or have some sort of affinity to Jurassic Park, whether it's just the first one, the first three. Either way, they're genuinely very nostalgic films, and I feel like combining that nostalgia with a park simulation game, which makes so much sense, is the greatest game ever. The greatest game idea ever. It's a cash cow that they just haven't capitalized on that much. It took them years. I really think 2015, I think it was, the Jurassic Park Evolution came out, or Jurassic World Evolution came out. Might have been 2017 actually. But either way, it took them that long just to have to essentially remake what we've got here. Jurassic Park Evolution 1 and 2, fantastic games. I really like them. But this game is where the nostalgia is, and this is where all the fun of this series is. I think they kind of nailed the formula so much with this game. It's got everything. The music's back in the game as well. I think it's mainly there's some original original made for the game score, but also there's a lot of John Williams in this, and when you hear that John Williams score, you're yes, this sounds fantastic. And the game really doesn't skimp on you. It has a very interesting mechanic which makes you have to replay the game multiple times, build multiple parks, because essentially what it does is it limits to how many dinosaurs that you can get into one park with dig sites, which some people criticize that in the game, saying, oh, I can't have all of my favorite dinosaurs in one park. But at the same time, it just encourages you to build another park and try new things. That's the way I saw it when I was younger, that you can't have everything, but you still you could just restart a new park. Bit of a ball ache, but once you've got to 5-star rate in a park, there's not really much more you can do. Now, I didn't actually record too much footage of the park management side of this game, just because as soon as I'd opened the park, I probably recorded about an hour, and it's an hour of just this, which is it's interesting, but also there's no like speed up in this game, which I've realised recently. Like, you can't turn to triple speed, or if there is a way, it's not obvious on PlayStation 2, and it's a lot of just looking at menus, and it doesn't really make great viewing experience, should we say. And despite what it looks like, this is where like a lot of the game comes. Like, you build your park and you put so much love and care into your park and have such like just nostalgic and character for your park. But honestly, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, fantastic game. Recommend it to absolutely anyone who likes Jurassic Park games or park simulator games. I would say this is one of the best games of the genre. But let me know in the comments below, do you like this game, do you remember this game, or do you hate this game? I will happily talk about this with absolutely anyone. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like the video if you have enjoyed this, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more retro gaming stuff. Thank you very much, guys.